Assalamualaikum and a good day I wish to all of you. Welcome to our forum for this week. Thank you for coming for this season. Today, we would like to discuss about the cultural heritage which is Kuda Kepang. Kuda Kepang dance is synonym among the people of Johor State. This dance is also a symbol of Johor State since ancient time. I'm sure that every of us has our own opinion about this topic. Before we start, I would like to introduce our panel today. Our first panel is Nurul, Natasha binti Hamidon. How are you, Tasha?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, next our second panel is Tengku, Hasmarini, ELLISSA. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, and our final panel is Amir Zulfadzli. How about you, Amir?
Good. I'm doing fine here. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, this is our panel for today. Before we start our forum, let me share about Kuda Kepang. Kuda Kepang is a hero dance that influenced by Javanese and Islam. Javanese influence can be seen at their customs of dancer. Meanwhile, the story of Kuda Kepang itself can be seen as Islam influence. Basically, Kuda Kepang famous at Johor and usually it played by Malay that have Javanese blood. Before the name of Kuda Kepang is come from Jawa and it was named as Jaran Kepang, which is Jaran means horse and Kepang means woven. Based on Pak Suraji, who already familiar in this industry for a long time, said that Kuda Kepang was introduced in 15 countries by Wali Songo, which is Nan Wali, with intention to spread about Islam. These dance become popular and they add on cultural things in the dance. The dancer will perform Kuda Kepang with horse tattoo which is made by belulang. This dance also attract people with dance movement with the dancer will riding a horse and it seems like real war. But now, Kuda Kepang, a heritage art that has been established in Malaysia for hundreds of years, is now sinking because there are not many young people willing to learn it. Because of that, we will discuss whether the cultural heritage of this Kuda Kepang is still relevant for young people. I would like to ask Tasha, do you think that this Kuda Kepang is still important or relevant to the younger generation?
Thank you, moderator, as ask the question. For me, Kuda Kepang is still important or relevant to the younger generation because Kuda Kepang is the heritage folk art, especially in the Johor community. In addition, the Department of Culture and Heritage of the State of Johor has also recognized the Kuda Kepang as folk art in order to preserve its heritage. So, that it does not disappear in the currents of modernity. So, we must take care of that heritage. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, nice. I would like to ask Ame, what do you think? Do you think that this Kuda Kepang is still important to the younger generation?
Thank you, Mrs. Moderator. Based on what I'm thinking, um, this dance is still important. The particular reason for this circumstance is, as an adult, we need to keep this. We need to keep this tradition for our next generation, and and also we didn't want that we didn't want to lose our unique tradition, or as our young um, our country will lose their own uniqueness. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next, I would like to ask Asma, how can we foster the interest of the younger generation in keeping this Kuda Kepang, and what step can be taken?
Okay, thank you, moderator. The step to foster the interest of the young generation to preserve the Kuda dance is that the education institution should establish a cultural club for students. This is said to be so because the student can be active in the field of art and culture, especially in this Kuda dance. With this Kedekepan dance activity, students can cultivate their talent by participating in the Kedekepan dance. This will also cause the younger generation to be interested in developing traditional dance such as Kedekepan dance, Maayon dance, Zapin dance, and so on. Therefore, the educational institution should take an important part in the cultural and artistic clubs to attract in the interest of the young generation in the current era towards developing this traditional dance. That's all for me.
Okay, how about you, Tasha? What step
Thank you.
can be taken?
Uh, for me, we can apply traditional dance in movie. For example, in the movie Pontianak Harum Sundal Malam 2, which was directed by Suhaimi Baba, who apply elements of Kuda Kepang dance in the movie. And then we can hold a Malaysian art and culture festival in schools or university. So through the festival, Kuda Kepang will be able to be shown to the students. That's for me. Thank you.
Okay, pardon me, I have something to add. Actually, we have Kumpulan Warisan Seni Sri Johor was established in early 1970s by late Sabtu Hamid. And now we have Yayasan Warisan Johor that was located at Johor Bahru, Johor. So now I would like to ask Amir, what is the effect of this Kudi Kepan tradition on the economy and tourism sector in our country?
Great question, Mrs. Moderator. Thank you. As you know, tourism play an important role for increasing economy. Tourism offer great opportunity for emerging economies and developing countries. It creates jobs, strengthens the local economy, contributes to local infrastructure development, and can help to conserve the natural environment and cultural asset and tradition, and to reduce poverty and inequality. This can be achieved in particular if local people are able to benefit from the income opportunity arising from tourism. And also, I would like to press a government state of Johor. They know that Kuda Kepang, they know that young generation right now didn't know about Kuda Kepang. By that, they has create they have already create some place to show the Kuda Kepang, which is located in Parit Bugis. And I think this is a great way how to keep this tradition for our next generation. Thank you.
Oh, okay, thank you, Amir. I know that the location, Parit Bugis, Muar, Johor. Okay, um, Asma, do you want this Kuda Kepang to be practiced by the next generation and why?
This Kuda Kepang dance needs to be practiced by the younger generation nowadays because this dance can foster unity in a country. This is said to be so because by participating in this traditional dance, you can build friendship with various races. With that, in performing the Kuda Kepang dance, the relationship between various races can be maintained because they cooperate with each other. Therefore, the younger generation should join and be interested in traditional dance so as not to be out of date. That's all. Thank you.
Uh, as a Johorian, um, I as a Johorian, I would like to this Kuda Kepang to be practiced by next generation because it is difficult for the Johorian and Johorian to live the Kuda Kepang that has been ingrained in them, especially in Javanese community because it is not a new art. In fact, in Parakyani, Paribukis area, the Kuda Kepang has been performed since 1914. In fact, in a cultural congress at the University of Malaya in 1970, the Kuda Kepang performed was recognized and raised as a cultural symbol of the state of Johor. So future generation need to learn this Kuda Kepang dance to maintain this tradition, especially in the Johor community. Anyway, Kuda Kepang dance is beautiful. It looks simple but it's complicated. It looks simple but the movement is artistic. The Kuda Kepang now can be found in this modern form of performance. They are now more free to invite to perform the palace in front of dignitaries. In fact, Kuda Kepang have spread thoroughness to the country. Okay, I would like to ask a random question to Amir. If given the chance, would you like to engage yourself to join Kuda Kepang dance?
Thank you, Mrs. Moderator. I would like to I would like to explore and learn how to sorry. Pardon me please. Could you repeat the question?
If you give the chance, would you like to engage yourself to join Kuda Kepang dance?
Yes. No problem. I think since I'm from Borneo, I'm from Sarawak, and it didn't be a problem for me to learn a new things in my life. And also, I never heard about Kuda Kepang before this, and for me, it is a great chance and opportunity for me to explore and gain some new experience for myself. And also, I am glad that we are Malaysia have their own unique tradition, which is Kuda Kepang, that represent Malaysia in abroad the world. Thank you.
Alright, thank you. I leave your answer. So I would like to ask Tasha, as a Johorian, is this Kuda Kepang still active in your place?
Thank you for the question. Yes, it's still there. Some people in my place, Yompeng, play kuda kepang during wedding. So sometimes I can go and see the kuda kepang. Kuda kepang. That's for me.
Alright. I would like to share that in my place at Keluang Johor also still active but only for perform. Only once per month. Okay. Thank you so much for our panelists. Before we end our discussion today, I would like to give the conclusion. In this millennium, Kuda Kepang dance is no longer important dance among the local community. This is because the influence of modern dance such as dangdut dance, Korean dance, rock dance, and various other dance originating from Western countries have influenced the way of life of the people of this country. The music in this dance is also more lively and engrossing to youngest people today. In addition, this type of dance and music are very easy to hear and see compared with dance and music of the traditional art of Malay. Therefore, we cannot blame young people in this era if they are not interested in traditional music and dance. That is because the lack of exposure of the heritage of this age among the people of this country without realizing it has alienated them from this artistic heritage. Okay, that's all from our discussion today. Thank you to all the audience for lending your ears to hearing our forum today, and also thank you for our panel.
Thank you to moderator.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you everyone.